You've tried the training, you've bought the gear, you've followed all the advice, and yet your dog is still ignoring your recall, pulling on the lead, barking, lunging, jumping up, or wanting to say hello to everyone. And at this point, you might be thinking, why should I even bother listening to more advice? How is this going to be any different? I've heard it all before, the endless tips, the conflicting opinions, and the quick fixes that don't actually change anything. Well, today I'm sharing 6 reasons why the things you've tried so far haven't worked and why it all might finally start making sense. So if you've ever felt stuck, frustrated, or like you're drowning in advice, stick around. By the end of this episode, you'll know for sure this is exactly where you belong. Hi, it's Katie, dog fanatic, coffee addict, and your guide to stress-free dog walks. If your dog pulls on the lead, barks, lunges, ignores your recall, or wants to say hello to everyone and everything, you're in the right place. There are such simple things you can do to make your dog calm down, listen to you, and behave like a superstar. Nothing will boost your confidence quicker so that you can enjoy relaxing walks with a dog you're proud of. Welcome to Stress-Free Dog Walks. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the very first episode of the show. I am so excited to have you here on the maiden voyage with me. Before we start though, I have a quick question for you. Do you know the real reason that your dog pulls, barks, lunges, or ignores you? Because there's always a reason, and it's often not what you think. So I've put together a free dog walking diagnostic quiz that reveals your dog's unique walking style. Just answer 15 quick questions and you'll get a personalized report with tailored advice from me. There's a link in the show notes. It's completely free, takes just a few minutes, and it could be your first step towards calmer, stress-free walks with a dog you're proud of. All right, let's get into our very first episode. So you've tried different trainers, methods, tools, you've watched the videos, read the blogs, joined a course or 10, but still walks are so far from the image that you had in your mind when you first got your dog. If you are tired of the trial and the error of the strategies that work for a while and then don't, or feeling like you must be the problem, I've rounded up 6 reasons why what you've been doing so far hasn't worked and why that means you are in exactly the right place to finally have a breakthrough. Reason number 1, you are definitely in the right place if you've squandered a small fortune on training programs, group classes, one-to-ones, but the results never seem to stick and you're always left feeling deflated or like a failure again. And that's totally normal, by the way. It's not because you aren't good enough, and it's definitely not because your dog is somehow untrainable. So why are you in this situation? Well, the logic made sense on the surface. Your dog is pulling, well, they need loose lead walking training. Your dog is reactive, they need socialization. Your dog doesn't listen, they need obedience training. But training alone won't solve the problem. Training teaches skills, but it doesn't always address why your dog is struggling in the first place. So it's like putting a fresh coat of paint on a wall with big gaping cracks in it. It might look okay for a while, but eventually those cracks will just start to show again. Instead of just plastering training on top of an over-aroused, overwhelmed, overstimulated dog, focus on helping your dog feel calm, because when your dog is calm, training becomes so much easier and many of the difficult behaviors just fade away. So if you forked out a lot of cash on training classes or having a one-to-one trainer come to your house, you're exactly where you need to be. Every week we're diving deep into strategies to calm your dog, which is the real key to stress-free walks. Number 2, you are definitely in the right place if you own more leads, collars, and harnesses than you can count, each promising to be the solution. And yes, they work for a while, but then they don't. So let me guess, you've got several pegs on the coat stand, or maybe even an entire cupboard filled with your dog's kit, and all of it claims to be the answer to your walking struggles. And at first, well, yes, some of them might have even felt like they were the answer. Maybe that front clip harness stopped the pulling for a bit, or the head collar gave you just enough control to make walks feel more manageable for a while, or that pretty new harness was a nice yet temporary distraction from your walking woes. But then before long, you were back to square one again. So yes, this whole dog ownership thing is expensive if you've been told the solution lies in equipment and you've been throwing good money after bad on new leads, collars, and harnesses. The The truth is that if the underlying drive to pull, bark or lunge is still there, so the excitement, the fear or the frustration, then no piece of equipment will change that. And that's why swapping from tool to tool will always only be a short-term fix. The real solution isn't in the equipment, it's in helping your dog feel calm and confident so they no longer feel the need to pull, bark and lunge in the first place. So if you've got a collection of gear and had no idea where to go from here, you're not alone and you're exactly where you need to be. Number 3, you are definitely in the right place if you've taken the Frankenstein approach. If you've ever found yourself deep in a late night Google rabbit hole, scrolling through endless blogs, watching one more training reel, or frantically searching how to stop my dog from insert stressful behavior here, you are not alone. And it makes sense, doesn't it? The information is out there, so why not use it? Like, why not take bits and pieces from here, there, and everywhere, and then just try and bodge it all together into a plan? Why not? Well, because a lot of those strategies weren't designed to work together. Some methods tell you to ignore unwanted behaviors, while others will tell you to interrupt it. Some say scatter feed, some say feed from a bowl. One trainer says you just need to make yourself more interesting, and then another says that's ridiculous, do this instead. So you end up trying a little bit of everything, but because none of it follows a cohesive approach, it's like trying to bake a cake using 5 different recipes, mixing conflicting methods and ingredients that weren't actually meant to go together, and then wondering why it's not turning out right. Of course, the stakes for your dog are a lot higher than baking a cake, because mixing together training strategies that weren't meant to go together leads to inconsistency and frustration, which will not result in stress-free walks. Instead of a handful of disconnected techniques, focus on a structure that works together seamlessly. And listen, you'll waste a lot of time with the Frankenstein approach. I've said goodbye to 2 dogs in the last few years, and I feel very strongly that we just don't have time to waste on this. The limited time that we have with our dogs is just too precious to faff around with patchwork and trial and error. All right, number 4, you're in the right place if the dog training you've tried already has been difficult, tedious, boring or frustrating. Or if maybe you think dog training simply doesn't work. Well, I hear you. I don't think it does either, not the traditional style anyway. If you've been told to stand still until your dog stops pulling, or change direction every time they pull, or tug or yank the lead if they bark, then no wonder it feels depressing and hard. You've been battling against your dog. This is terrible advice, and I'm so sorry if you've been told any of it. That is not how you'll get stress-free walks. That's how you get frustration, and frustration causes pulling, barking and lunging. So if you're thinking, ugh, training feels like a chore, or why does this have to be so hard? Well, it doesn't. There is an easier, more effective way that doesn't involve drilling boring, repetitive exercises or damaging the relationship with your dog. Dogs learn best in short sessions out there on their walks, not at training class every Tuesday at 6 p.m, not for an hour per week when the one-to-one trainer comes to your house, integrated into your everyday walks. This is the real life approach to training, and it's how you achieve long-lasting good behavior. So if you've been put off by the idea of long training sessions or wasting your precious evenings on dull, repetitive drills, you're in the right place. Okay, number 5, your dog seems worse than other people's. Their behavior is more intense, too ingrained, or they're bigger, stronger, older, younger, too teenage, too husky, too spaniel, too insert breed stereotype here to ever change. And it's not surprising that you think that, because social media is full of memes about breed stereotypes, or trainers telling you that your Mali needs 45 hours of exercise per day, or your collie needs to go down to the job centre before they go self-employed. And it all sounds so convincing. And suddenly, instead of treating your dog as an individual, you're stuck thinking that their struggles are just inevitable because of their breed. My spaniel has literally broken my shoulder, but hey, that's spaniels for you. But do all spaniels, huskies, beagles pull? Of course not. Of course they don't. This is what we call a limiting belief, and it can cause you to give up before you even begin. If you believe something won't work, then you're less likely to even try it, or you'll give up too soon and say, oh well, I might as well just resign myself to a miserable life because that's how huskies are. Other limiting beliefs that might be holding you back: I don't have enough time, I'm not experienced enough, asking for help is a failure, I need to see results immediately or it's not working, I'm overwhelmed. These kind of beliefs will be the most damaging to your dream of stress-free walks, more so than your dog's actual behavior. So if you're starting to think, okay, I think I might be holding me and my dog back, stick around, because on this show, I'm helping you with your mindset as well as your dog's behavior. Finally, number 6, you are in the right place if you've been given outdated advice. If you've ever been told that your dog's problems will all be over if you just trained more or exercised more or socialized more, you're definitely not alone. On the surface, it sounds reasonable. If your dog is wild, just train them more. If they have too much energy, just exercise them more. If they're reactive or nervous, just socialize them more. But more isn't better. In fact, it's often worse. More training is not the answer. If it was, then your dog would already be walking nicely, playing with other dogs calmly, and recalling back to you each and every time. More exercise is one of the biggest myths out there. Constantly trying to tire out your dog can make them more hyper and reactive, not less. And for many dogs, more socialization is what caused the problem in the first place. It meant being thrown into overwhelming situations, puppy play groups, daycare, breed meets, free-for-all play dates, without anyone realizing that actually they weren't enjoying it and it was backfiring, making them more anxious or reactive, not more confident. So if someone tells you your dog needs more training, exercise, or socialization, beware. I'm going to clear away all of the outdated advice for you and give you only the things that are backed by science and working for stress-free dog owners right now. If you've tried dog training before, you'll quickly notice that this isn't just a few more techniques or all of the outdated, regurgitated stuff you'll find all over the internet and in training class. We're so fortunate that we can come together like this because we can cut beneath all of that superficial, surface level stuff and get to the real juice that doesn't fit into face-to-face training sessions. There are zillions of dog training techniques, methods, and strategies out there. I'm taking you behind the scenes to show you why all of that will not work unless you know what I'm sharing with you on this show. And a lot of it will go against the grain and the norm. It will probably go against what you've been told that you should be doing. It will even seem counterintuitive at times, and that's why it works. If there's one thing that experienced dog owners say about these stress-free walk methods, it's trust the process. If you make a commitment now to keep an open mind, you will be one of the dog owners enjoying relaxing, stress-free walks with a dog you're proud of. You're not doing this on your own anymore. I'll be here with you every single week. That's it for my introduction episode. I'll see you in the next one where I'll be revealing what's really causing the pulling, the barking, the lunging, the jumping up and the ignoring you, and what to do about it. This is a brand new show and it would really mean the world to me if you could subscribe, and please consider leaving a review on Apple Podcasts as well. And please share this episode with another dog owner who is stuck in stressful walks. Sharing is the best way to make the world a better place for the dogs we love so much. Oh, wait. Before you go, I would love to send you a copy of my Calm Canine Blueprint completely free as a gift. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below, because it really helps other dog owners find the support that they need too. The blueprint is my 10-page plan where I'll give you the big picture of everything that's needed to create a calm, relaxed dog. So if you're wondering, yes, I would love to have a chill dog who listens to me, but where do I even start? Well, this is it. This is where you start. It also includes a soothing, calming audio track for you and your dog to listen to together. And so it's ideal for winding down after a stressful day, a difficult walk, or preparing your dog to switch off for the evening. When you're calm, your dog naturally mirrors your energy. It's one of our best audios, but I will unlock access for you for free, along with the entire blueprint. I know, crazy, I know. So just like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment Calm Canine below. Take a screenshot of your comment and then head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload it. And then I'll send you the Calm Canine Blueprint and audio track free. Again, head over to stressfreedogwalks.com/comment to upload your screenshot and get access. Thanks so much for all your support, and I can't wait to hear how the show has helped you.